Hello students, welcome back to our video. So in the last video we discussed about the scope of e-commerce. Means these e-commerce services can be classified as business to customer, business to business, customer to customer and customer to business. So these are the four services of the e-commerce. Now let's move to the next topic, that is requisite equipment for the successful implementation of e-commerce. This means necessary equipments, necessary things which are required for the successful implementation or successful working of the e-commerce. So capital, human resources and machinery are needed at primary stage to start any business, while in e-commerce more resources are needed. So you all know that for starting any business, capital, human resources and machinery are required at the primary stage to start any business, but e-commerce requires more resources than this one. So they are as follows. So let's discuss one by one. First one is website. For continuous of e-commerce, development, management, maintenance and upgradation of website is a must. In a website, web means www, that means World Wide Web, while site means place. Website is address of a firm at World Wide Web. However, website is not any physical or geographical address, but it is an organized form of information provided by a firm which is made available online. So first one is website is required for the successful implementation of e-commerce. Website means web means www, World Wide Web, and site means place. So this website provides the address of a firm at World Wide Web all over the world. However, this website does not have any physical or geographical address, but it is an organized form of an information provided by a firm which is available online. So first one is website. Second is computer with internet connectivity. The computers of the traders or customers must have internet connectivity for the purpose of purchase or sale or business activities in commerce. So second important thing that is required for implementation of e-commerce is computer with internet connectivity. This is a must for the purpose of purchase or sale or any business activities in e-commerce. Then third one is credit card or debit card. The traders are not familiar with one another in e-commerce. So the question of financial transactions arises. The buyer feels insecurity in payment before purchase, and the seller feels insecurity in providing goods before he receives money. So credit card or debit cards solve this problem. The payment through the card is done in such a way that we can stop the payment after the order of payment within the 7 days. These cards are important tools in e-commerce. So there are three things which are required for the successful implementation of e-commerce, that is website, second is computer with internet connectivity, and third one is a credit card or a debit card. So these are the prerequisite or requisite equipment for the successful implementation of e-commerce. Now next topic is online transactions. Online transactions. So in that the first point is pre-buying or selling stage. In this means advertisement and information receiving are included here in pre-buying and selling stage. Second is conditions of buying and selling. This includes price fixation and other related conditions. So in a conditions of buying and selling, it includes price fixation and other related conditions. Then third one is delivery of goods or payment. Information flow is associated with the above stages, while this stage includes exchange of products and money. The process becomes quick and less expensive if transaction is done online through internet. This entire process is explained by the customer's point of view. So in that, the first stage is registration. So for online delivery of goods or payment, there are various stages. So the first stage is registration. Registration by filling in the registration form is a must for a customer who wants to purchase online. Registration means to open an online account at seller's site. Registration means to sign in for online transaction. For this, a customer needs to provide personal details like name, address, phone number, etc. A password is provided for online transaction. The account is protected by this password so that other person cannot log in this account. So you all know, for example, you all know that when you order online from Amazon, first of all you have to register your account with email, correct? So for the further purchase of the product. So first one is registration. Second is place an order. We can select and put the product of our choice in shopping cart while shopping online. Shopping cart is a list of products selected by a buyer while shopping online. After preparing a list in shopping cart, an option of payment can be selected thereafter. So second step after registration is you have to place an order, what you want to buy, which product you want to buy, and that product you have to list in the shopping cart. And third is payment system. Payment can be made in different modes like cash on delivery, check, net banking, transfer, credit card, debit card, digital cash, etc. in online shopping. So these are the three steps while if you want to purchase any products online. Now the next is mode of payment. Mode of payment, like how you would be paying for the purchase of products. So that is known as mode of payment. Mode of payment can be different in online shopping. First is cash on delivery, COT. In this way, the customer has to make payment of money on receiving goods at his address mentioned for delivery. That is called cash on delivery. Is the first mode of payment. Second mode of payment is check. Online seller can collect check from the customer. A person who buys goods issue a check to the seller. The seller dispatches goods only after the check is credited to his account. Now, the third type is net banking transfer. Banks also provide the facilities of making payment or transferring money through internet to the customer in recent time. In this process, the customer transfers necessary amount from his bank account to the account of the seller. Goods are dispatched only after the amount is transferred. Fourth mode of payment is credit card or debit card. These types of cards are known as plastic money. These cards are used in large extent in online shopping. Credit card provider bank provides facility of shopping to the card holder on his credit. An amount to be paid by customer to the online seller is paid by respective bank. Then the card holder pays this amount to the bank within the prescribed time. The card holder gets freedom of payment by installments or at his convenience within prescribed time. Then debit card. Debit card holder is provided facility of online shopping up to the existing credit balance of his account. As soon as online transaction is done through debit card, the amount is debited from the bank account of the card holder. And the fifth mode of payment is digital cash. This is one type of currency which exists only in cyberspace, means in the internet world. There is no physical existence or form of this type of currency, but bank provides a facility to the customer to issue his real currency in electronic form. The customer has to pay the same amount of real money as digital cash to the banks. Then banks maintaining forms of e-cash sends a special software to the customer. Then digital cash can be received through the account of the customer. This digital fund can be used for the online shopping. So there are five types of mode of payment while you are doing the online shopping. You can pay from either of these type. So these were the following modes of payment. So now we are going to stop here. In the next video we would continue further. So if you have any questions or any doubts, please feel free to comment below the video. Thank you.